Yo, what's up guys, Shujinkydink here. This video is all about Summoner QUAN CHI, my full guide to the new QUAN CHI. So we've had the new patch out since KP2 launched, a few changes to them, so I'm basically just kind of redoing my guide update and kind of show you guys my strategy and how I play him a bit. So if you're just starting out to QUAN, I'm just going to go over real quick. He has basic launchers, which is forward 2-1-2-2. That's going to be your armor breaking one. You can do it on wake up to break some armor. It's also his most damaging one, meterless. You get the most damage because it is a little bit tricky to hit as there's no mix up there. You kind of have to do it as a punisher, I guess. Then he has a low attack, which is that one. And it is unsafe on block, so just be wary of that. And then he has his overhead back 2, which is good to hit people who are ducking. You can also do it into EX Rune to be safe, or EX Skull to be plus, but I mean, look at that, it hits them away, so it's not really a good option. Anyways, so that's the basic combo launchers there. I'll put a link in the description for all the combos that I do use with Summoner. I made a video on it earlier. But basically we're going to go into the strategy. So the main thing that changed after that last patch was his meter usage. So EX Rune was one of the things I spent the most meter on before, but now we're going to switch it to EX Trance. Reason being is they changed it, so now you got regular Trance, you call the bat out, and they reset so you can't complete the combo. If you do EX Trance, you can pull the bat out and complete your combo, and it gives you a slight damage boost. So let's say I do this one here, dun 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 dun, 24%, dun 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 dun, 30%. So you get like a slight damage boost there, and then of course you can also add in the bat as well for a little bit of extra damage, and you're getting almost 40% one bar into the corner. This also gives you a reset opportunity. So let's say you hit the low starter, pull the bat out. Now there's a couple different things you can do to reset them. Basically you want to pull the bat out, and you want to do one of, let's say, a few things. So you can do standing 4, which is what I go with. It seems to do the most damage. And then you can run up into back 3, get another reset, standing 4. It basically resets them, it ends your combo, and staggers them for you to get another hit. So you can either do the overhead, or you can run in and do the low afterwards. So that's the cheap 50-50 side of things. So we got 24%. Let's say they guess wrong on the overhead. And we're going to finish our combo this time. So we got 33% plus 24%, was that 57% for 1 bar meter, just because they guessed wrong once. However, if they guess right, then you only get 24%, plus a little bit of chip for whatever from them blocking. So if you want to do that route, you can use your bar meter. Whoops, I dropped that one. I dropped that one too. I didn't drop that one. So that you can just do that one straight up, 40%, like I showed you before, and take your damage and put them into the corner. So this kind of depends like where you are on the screen. Like if I'm mid-screen, I probably just want to use just the straight combo, just to kind of push them more towards the corner. Again, you can risk it and go for the 50-50 if you want, but it's up to you. So that aside, going back to the reset, there's a couple different options that you can do after you're standing 4. So you can do standing 4 and then overhead, standing 4 low. Once you have your bat out, you can do standing 4, low into overhead. This is my favorite one though, overhead skull into low bat. Alternatively, this one's kind of risky, and I still haven't mastered it yet, so I might drop it. That one there. So you can run up, you cross them over, and then you hit them overhead, and then the bat hits low. Like really, really hard to block. Someone would really have to know the matchup to know how to block that correctly. And then you get to finish the combo that way. So overhead, low, with crossover, or whichever option you want to go with. Like I said, standing 4 is what I usually use. You can also use down 3 or down 4. Down 4 actually has the most stun, but it only does 3% as opposed to this one which does 7. So I find that the down 4 is good because it's a low attack, so people just instinctively block low and you can open people up more with the overhead afterwards. And you don't even have to dash or anything, you can just go straight into it. And down 3 into back 3 is super quick. And do the same thing. Another string that he has that I use a lot is 1-2. Standing 1 on its own is really good. It's +2 on block. So, you know, the second hit of that's a low, so you can do that, and then do an overhead, do that, and then do a throw, do that. Wait for a second because sometimes they'll stand up and try and block the overhead. So do that. So that's a mix-up in itself. You can do... That can be armored though. One of my teammates' competitor, literally every single time I try and do that, he armors right through it. It's so frustrating. I don't know how he reads it, but just be aware of that. They can go through that. Corner game is very much the same. Well, I just totally messed that up. I want to go reset position right. Yeah, so corner game is very much the same. You want to get them in a combo. Again, I'll put the link in my description to the combos. Knock them down with 141, and then you can get the bat out. So after the bat, you can do the overhead option. You can do the low option. If they think you're going to wake up, you can do forward 2-1-2-2 to break the armor. I'll see if I can set Takeda to wake up, just so I can kind of show you. Wake up mode on. Fist whirlwind. Yeah, so there we go. So you see he tried to armor, and the forward 2-1-2-2 ate his armor. Then I get a combo, he loses a bar meter, and he's right back in the same situation, and I can just do it again and again. Alternatively, if you don't want to give them that option, once you do the combo and you get the bat out, you can just do the reset again. You get a little bit more damage being in the corner, like now instead of 24%, I get 36% before the reset, and then I have the bat out and they're standing and there's no chance for them to armor out or anything like that. So that's a good option if you're feeling cheap. You want to go for the cheap 50/50s. And that's pretty much his corner game. You know, I'll usually opt for the damage. It's matchup dependent, I suppose, because it depends how good of a wake up the character has. Like Melina, for example, I'd probably want to reset her and try and get some extra damage instead of giving her a chance, because she has some very good wake up options. So so that's the corner game in a nutshell. Oh, it changes back to center. So last but not least is the zoning. So the zoning, you got EX rune, so EX rune combos into far rune. Pretty standard stuff. Some characters you can do that and you get a free bat call. Characters like Ermac, however, can teleport before you get your bat out, so just be careful of that. One big thing that surprisingly not a lot of people know, even this late into the game, is if you do a skull and you block a skull full screen, they have to block the rune afterwards. Just no choice. They're going to eat that rune. It's a frame trap. And then of course, you can do that into that. Some characters, like I mentioned earlier, like Ermac, I'll just do the EX rune and I'll just get the bat out. That's basically your goal when you're zoning, is just to get the bat out. And then once you get the bat out, you can do 4 skulls, before you have to launch the bat. So the bat will disappear after that. Ooh, I got an extra one. There you go. The more you know. But just having that bat there kind of scares them, you know? Like, they can't really move. And then, of course, you have a couple attacks. Just the straight attack. Super fast. I'll do this a lot of times if people try and run up at me while I'm calling the bat. I'll just call it and shoot it right away and then hit them full screen. Another thing that I'll do is I will do just the regular skull and then the butt fireball that the bat does, and that kind of covers if they jump. If they jump, the fireball is going to hit them. If they run, the skull is going to hit them. If they duck, the fireball is going to hit them. It kind of puts them in a bad spot. Some people can be really tricky and evade it, but I haven't really seen them have much luck with that. So one thing I used to do was the bat into the EX rune and then regular rune, but now I'm finding it to be more beneficial to do back into EX trance, call your bat, and then you get the combo. So 31% for 1 bar as opposed to 21% for 1 bar. So the thing is, it's a little bit tricky to hit confirm that. Sometimes it's a read, you know. Sometimes I'll catch them jumping. I'll see if I can show you here. Like that, and you can hit confirm them like that. But the main thing is, like, don't be too scared to just throw out your skulls as long as you got your bat out. Because your bat can pretty much cover anything. Even if they jump in and start to get close, you can do the up bat to launch them. You think they're going to try and run at you, you can do the low bat. And honestly, that's pretty much it for the guide, guys. The biggest thing was just using your meter. So you don't want to use too much meter on the EX rune anymore. You want to use it more on the EX trance in your combos to get the bat out and get more damage. One more thing to mention is the delayed rune is really good for zoning. You can just do rune and then delay it when they try and move. So, you know, play around with that a bit. It is plus when you're close if you delay it the full time. So, just be aware of that as well. But that's basically it, guys. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything that you think I didn't cover. Hashtag bonehawks and all that stuff. And we will see all you guys in the next video.